The vet asked why I'm paying for treatment on a dog that died last year. Dr. Ramirez pulled me aside after I'd paid another $400 for Buster's arthritis medication. I need to ask you something strange, she said quietly. Our records show Buster passed away 13 months ago, but you've been coming in monthly for refills. My heart stopped. That's impossible. I just saw him this morning. He ate breakfast. We went for a walk. She showed me the computer screen. There it was. Buster, German Shepherd, deceased October 15th, 2023. Even had the cremation certificate attached. There must be a mix-up, I insisted. Another dog with the same name, but Dr. Ramirez shook her head. Same microchip number, same owner. You. I was here when you brought him in that last day. I held your hand when we had to let him go. I felt dizzy. But he's at home right now, in the backyard. She looked concerned. Would you like me to come with you? Maybe you have a different dog and got confused? I agreed, mostly because I needed someone else to see I wasn't crazy. The drive home was silent. I kept thinking about this morning. Buster's gray muzzle nuzzling my hand, his tail wagging despite the arthritis. We pulled into my driveway. I could see him through the fence, lying in his favorite sunny spot. There, I pointed. You see him, right? Dr. Ramirez's face went white. She saw him. We walked to the backyard slowly. Buster lifted his head, tail thumping weakly. He looked exactly as he always did, maybe a bit thinner, moving a bit slower. Dr. Ramirez knelt beside him with trembling hands. She checked his microchip. It matched. She examined his teeth, his paws, the scar on his ear from a fight years ago. Everything matched. This is impossible, she whispered. I watched him die. I confirmed no heartbeat. I signed the certificate. That's when my neighbor, Mrs. Patterson, looked over the fence. Oh, you're finally dealing with this, she said, then saw Dr. Ramirez. Is she here about the smell? We both turned. What smell? I asked. Mrs. Patterson looked uncomfortable. Honey, I've been trying to tell you for months. There's a terrible smell from your yard, and that thing you keep feeding. It's not right. I looked at Buster. He was watching us with clouded eyes. Now that she mentioned it, there was a smell. Sweet, cloying, wrong. When did he come back? Dr. Ramirez asked quietly. I thought hard. The day after the cremation. I woke up and he was at the back door like always. I thought I'd dreamed the whole thing, that he never died. Dr. Ramirez pulled out her phone, showed me photos from that day. Me, sobbing, holding Buster as he took his last breath, the body being taken away, the small urn I'd picked out. I remembered now, all of it, the cancer diagnosis, the final decision, the goodbye. But I also remembered the next morning, opening the door to let him out like nothing had happened. Both memories existed simultaneously in my mind. We need to call someone, Dr. Ramirez said, backing away from Buster. But Buster stood up, walked over to me, and put his head against my leg. He was cold, so cold, but he was still my dog. Who would we call? I asked. Who would believe us? That was 6 months ago. Dr. Ramirez stopped questioning the prescriptions. She just fills them and takes my money. Buster is still here, getting colder, moving less, but still greeting me every morning. The smell is worse now. Neighbors have complained to the city, but inspectors never find anything. They look right at him and see nothing. Mrs. Patterson moved away. Dr. Ramirez says there are others. 7 other pets in town that died but didn't stay dead. All returned the day after cremation. All cold, all wrong. We don't talk about why. We don't ask how. We just keep paying for medication for dead animals because what else can we do? Last week my mother asked when I'm going to get another dog. Buster's been gone over a year, she said. You need to move on. I looked out the window where Buster was lying in the yard, watching me with eyes that hadn't blinked in days. Maybe someday, I told her, but not yet.